Hey guys, how are you? I hope super good. Today I bring you a video of mobility. Yes, I know you're thinking like, what is that? But easy guys, easy in other words are my traveling experiences. I'll be showing in this video some of my trips around the world, like my trip to California and my trip to Europe. And also for you friends that who don't know about this, I'll be sharing here some of the principal concept of mobility. First of all guys, we're starting with the concept of mobility to understand very well my trips and all the other concepts that I will be sharing with you. Mobility may have a cultural meaning through it representing ideas of freedom, exile or reward. It may be yearned for taking for granted or suffer. It is important to mention that all the concepts are from an author called Anderson. So knowing this, we can start with my trip to California. I went to Napa, California 4 years ago with a friend called Daniel Rios. I knew him in 6th grade of elementary school and nowadays we're very good friends. So he received me in his house, but not everything were flowers. I did a stopover in Dallas-Fort Worth. I lived something called airport immobility. Spaces contain important areas of not only mobility but also immobility. This is another concept of Anderson and I know that you're thinking right now like, what? But in other words, I leave it because my plane was delayed like 3 or 4 hours, so I need to stay in the airport waiting for the plane, so it was a very terrible experience. In this trip I went to the Stanford University, where I can share with you that is a dream school. The space is beautiful and it is a very big school. I can tell you that I want to go again to that school and it is my dream to study there. Also I went to San Francisco in ferry. It was an amazing experience and we went to the Golden Bridge and visit all the town of San Francisco. It is important to mention that I only went for 2 weeks to California. And the second trip was to Europe. I went to France, where I went 2 years ago. In this trip I experienced something that is called jet lag. I arrived there because in France there is a time change of 7 hours more than here in Mexico. I hope that all of you guys know what is jet lag, but for you guys who not, Anderson shared with us that jet lag is the state of travel disorientation. In other words, when you feel very tired in other country with a different schedule than in your country of origin. It's when you are not sleepy at night, but during the day, you are very sleepy. I went through that and it is a terrible experience, believe me guys. Also in this trip, I went like a flash packer. And what is this? According to Anderson, flash packing is how locations near and far are connected through emerging forms of social mobility. In other words, for you guys, is when you travel like a backpacker but in better conditions. You sleep in better hotels and you have electronic devices to share what you are doing. In Europe I went to France, Italy, Germany and also Belgium. It was an incredible but very incredible experience. I didn't know all these countries, so it was a new experience for me. And that is all for today guys, hope you like it. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. See you guys!